So multidimensional conversations. It also makes me think about going back to this notion that as therapists we're trained, or we have ideas, I think, that come from the Western world about how a story should be told, what kind of talking is the correct way to talk, how long someone should talk. You tell a story in a chronological order, etc. And that I think in the work that we do, it's more these kind of meandering conversations, or sometimes I think of it as like scanning, that I'm kind of scanning with the client, and we might be talking about this, they might be focusing on this, they might shift over here, come back here, then go over here. But it's, to me, and I think John Schotter writes about this, that this is the way that people talk normally in everyday conversation. And so for me, I find it helpful to think of therapy conversations as just one kind of everyday conversation. Of course, the agenda, the context is different.
Did you know that there's a science of meander geometry?
No,
you know
I
what
didn't.
that is?
No.
I read in an article somewhere. It's about restoring brooks that are all messed up, or streams, and restoring the way it was when it was just left to nature, so to speak.
And in terms, by restoring, you mean to redirect it, to put it back
No.
in its original path?
A
You're talking about
stream
the
that's been flooded or
Okay.
is all a mess, and to try to make it back to where it had a stable geometry.
So geometry.
Sort of, I don't know. It was a phrase that really caught me. I thought, yes, what is meander geometry?
I have to look that one up.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
I forget where I read about it, but it was reconstituting streams so they looked the way they would look if you weren't messing around with it, or some engineer weren't changing its, that assumes some sort of natural look or structure, which is dangerous, but still. I thought it was a nice idea.
It's hard for me to imagine trying to make a stream what it once was.